Hey, everybody, Royal High Priestess Pisces in the house. Yes, I am going incognito, everybody. Today, my beautiful, beautiful divine beings out there. Thank you so much for joining Royal High Priestess Pisces. Yes, I am what's back in the house. Okay. So I am going to be doing more videos, so y'all better tune on in. I hope everybody is being their beautiful, blessed selves. And I am ready to dig into all of my traveling, healing experiences with a multitude of people that I encountered. And I was doing this late at night because I wanted to touch the souls that weren't able to have a connection, with the, internet and, things evil happen at night. So we all know, what they say, uh, nothing good happened at night. Well, guess what? I was out there at night trying to bring some people into the light and help them heal from trauma and other things. So anyway, let me tell y'all. Oh no, before I start, let me tell y'all the energy is just definitely it's been off. I've been feeling it. I have some things that's been happening in my personal life as well. Um, I have, and I believe, because I was in proximity of several karmics that were getting put out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. This one young lady that I encountered in a very upscale, well-to-do neighborhood. And I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say locations, anything like that, due to people's, privacy. So I am going to be talking about a lot of my experiences with these lost souls that I encountered. I'm going to be, talking in the story form, basically. So this one particular, and then after after I get done, I am going to read us today's scripture um, from the Bible, because we all have to stay prayed up and protected right now, because there's a lot of things that are going on. This Mercury retrograde is not helping anything, and so there's a lot of negative energy out there. Y'all know how that negative energy is out there. That negative energy is, not good, and it's out there. And I have experienced it. I have seen it. I have been around it. I have been around the devils themselves, the demonic entities themselves. I was out there, like I said, traveling at night. And boldly by myself. I'd done this boldly by myself. I was traveling at night, encountering these people. And so anyway, but everything turned out very well. I was able to get a lot of business cards. I was able to help heal a lot of people. I am now actually mentoring and counseling several of these people. So, it turned out very well. So this is why I wanted to communicate this information, but I'm also going to communicate, the real deal of what's happening out here in society, because people need to know what is happening in society, in the real world society, in the streets, okay, in the actual streets. Um, because people don't understand, you can't really talk to talk if you haven't walked the walk, and really see what people are going through, and instead of continually trying to condemn them for their actions, being of a higher divine lighter being, and me myself of the royal bloodline, I am here to help those people get out of the dark and come into the light, and help them heal basically the error of their ways. And then I figured out as well that, some people are just totally lost. Some people you can't help do nothing. Some people are just gone too far. So if people are gone too far, there's nothing that you can do. And, people right now, I'm going to tell you how many stories. I'll tell you guys maybe two stories because I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to tell y'all two stories of two karmics because, these are the two young ladies that actually is three. It's actually three that sit in my mind. And a gentleman too, that sit in my mind that I was like, this is, insanity here. But the God is bringing down the gaffle. God is bringing down the gaffle on these toxic karmic relationships. These relationships that are toxic are being dismantled. And I have seen the people that are in the process of being dismantled from the relationship. So, like I said, this one young lady, like I said, a very well-to-do area, and she has, and the guy, her ex-boyfriend or whatever. Apparently they were at each other's throats and all of this, and she's trying to talk to the other ex-boyfriend. Okay, get this, you guys. She's talking to the other ex-boyfriend as she is trying to move away from the other boyfriend, who the boyfriend had contacted, somebody to come, remove this female from their property. Okay, so of course, I went, to remove the female, from the property. And so I get there. She's there with her cat, and she was like, "We just broke up, and he put me out." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then, she says, well, I have to go over here. And let me tell you, from the place that she was staying at with the boyfriend that kicked her out to the place where we had to take her, she was living, it was two different worlds that she had to go. She went from living, basically, I'm just going to boil it down here. She went from living in the high life to living back down to poverty with her cat. And then apparently she had a cat and he kept one of the cats. She was upset because he kept one of the cats. So apparently in this debacle, as they were fighting up in this nice high-rise, nice place, they were fighting. And anyway, he asked her for the key, and he kept asking her, when we arrived, kept asking her, for the key, the spare key. She told him she didn't have the spare key. Well, she gets in, around us, and the whole time she's speaking with the ex-boyfriend. I'm so sorry. We broke up. We shouldn't have broke up, and I miss you, and I'm sorry. And she's just leaving the place of the person that she was just her new current ex-boyfriend, and she's on the phone with the past boyfriend. So that is karmic activity right there. So I was around this karmic activity, and so you got to be really careful. Even though I believe I was cleansing myself, doing what I was supposed to do. You got to be very careful because these entities will come into your realm, so you got to be real careful. So, anywho, she was, like I said, that story ended, with her, going to her new place that didn't even come close to where she was living at. And, she's saying, basically begging the other ex-boyfriend, okay, that, she's going to need help, basically. And I don't think he was falling for it. So, that was one karmic episode that I dealt with. I'm going to throw in a gentleman in there. A gentleman, this gentleman and his wife were, at it, and I think it was, a situation. They just, kind of, I guess, grew apart from one another, and they had a what a how old was the child? They had a 2 year old. So they had a 2 year old, and so and then they had a house, and then the husband had to find an apartment to live in. And so anyway, so we go there, and he's standing there with his pillow and his blanket, and she's standing there, well, I can't do this anymore, and he needs to go. And so he was like, well, I'm going to, go. And she's like, well, you need to come pick up, the baby from daycare at this time. But anyway, she's kicking him out, telling him that this is her husband now, kicking him out, telling him that, he can't stay there anymore, but you need to do X, Y, and Z uh, for the child. Okay, you have to come over here tomorrow, and I have to go here, so you're going to have to babysit. I mean, she's like spelling out all of these things that she wants him to do. Okay, while she just, does whatever she wants to do. And, and he's like, I'm sorry, I wish it could work. And I felt really bad for her husband, really, really, really bad for her husband, because her husband, it looks, seemed like, he wanted to hang in there for the child, but she was like, no. And so anyway, I healed him. I says, look, you need to move on for your own happiness, because that's what it's about. If you are with somebody and good and doggone well that it is not working, and you sticking in there for, money for financial reasons, or you're sticking in there because of a sex or something, because you're a sex addict, or you're sticking in there because of the children. I mean, these are, really excuses, and codependent excuses is what they are. Those are codependent excuses. And a lot of people are running around here using these codependent excuses in order to stick into something that is toxic. No, they should move on for their own happiness. A lot of people are walking around here thinking that they're happy, and they're not truly happy. If you are not feeling fulfilled in your mind, body, and soul, and happy, okay, you are not truly happy. And if you, want to live your life, in a fashion where that, your happiness is second to, whatever else, somebody else's happiness. We only, right now we're living this lifetime, and we have to be happy this lifetime. And you are here to pursue your life purpose this lifetime. You are here to have true love this lifetime. Not, not evil, karmics, always fighting, arguing, backstabbing, being deceitful, dishonest, doing black magic, dark magic, spells, curses, hexes, witchcraft, all this crazy, demonic, evil nonsense that people are out here doing because they can't get their way, or they're not happy with themselves. This is what the problem is in this day and age. Okay? And people don't understand God made everybody uniquely different for a reason. God gave everybody their own beautiful life purpose for them to pursue. And all it takes is healing, becoming one with yourself, and awakening your soul to your divine life purpose. And then everything else will fall into place. But of course, we have the karmics as the blockages, because the devil want to come in. The devil, he a little slick something. Okay, that's like a little slick something, little slickster is what he is. Okay, that sucker come in Okay, and try to throw a monkey in your wrench, okay? Yeah, throw a block or to throw a rock at you, okay? So then, you got to learn how to bob and weave out here, okay? And, a lot of this stuff too, all it entails is just talking to the right person. And that's what, a lot of people that I spoke to, that's what they realized. They was like, thank you so much. You know, I, let me tell you something. That particular karmic, I couldn't even talk to her because she felt me. That's why she was on the phone the entire time she was around me. She felt my light. She felt my energy. I was upsetting her demons. She didn't know what to do, so she stayed on the phone consistently. Now, the gentleman with his wife, his wife, she just wanted to hurry up and get him out after she, listed her demands. And so she felt my energy as well. And the man, he was very thankful for, our talk because I communicated, to him. I says, look, you have to heal, from that. I said, you can't allow, and I'm just going to be honest here. I'm just going to be honest. Okay. And, excuse my French, but she was treating him like he was her little bitch. Okay. Basically, excuse my French, but that's what he was treating her like that, or, like it is her little pet. Come here, do this, do that, do that. I said, you deserve better than that. I said, I told her, she's from, what I had saw, I said, she's very controlling. She's controlling. I said, that could be, part of the reason. I says, but, you have to heal. You have to go within. I said, you need to love on yourself. I said, you need to separate, do what you need to do for your child. I said, but, you have to put your own boundaries up with her and your demands, because if she wants, a divorce, you have to be, you have to have your boundaries down, and you have to be, separated, okay, for, a certain period, of time, because I know when I was going through my divorce, I think, well, it didn't matter, but I think they told me we had to be not living with one another and not speaking to one another for a year. But that was, a while ago when I was married. That was back in the day, y'all. Y'all know Mama Pisces back in the day. But I know they said at least a year. So I was like, look, you can't have no, contact. I said, you better get a lawyer, get the visitation rights together, and protect yourself, and for your own happiness. And I said, and I told, you know, his wife, I said, she also, I said, she needs to do some healing as well, and, console the child. I said, because the child can feel the, animosity between the mother and the father. Because a lot of people that don't understand, or these parents don't understand, children can feel stuff. Children can see stuff. Children can hear stuff. Okay, and what a lot of parents don't understand is you're putting your child in between your adult nonsense. And a lot of these adults, again, I'm just going to break it down. A lot of these adults act like adult children, okay, of some of this nonsense that they be out here doing. Instead of focusing on themselves, living their lives to the fullest for their own happiness, for their own prosperity, and, and for their own generational wealth. Okay. And they're not doing that. They're worried about sitting there trying to mooch off of somebody else, trying to steal from somebody else. And it's not all people. I'm talking about all negative karmic people. This is what they're out there doing. Okay. It's sad, y'all. It's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. Yeah, y'all. I mean, let me, for the ones who's joining, yeah, I'm incognito today. Okay. I'm protecting my energy, y'all. I did a video the other day, with me on there, but I'm protecting my energy. Because you know what? I said, these devils is out here, and I'm not dealing with them. I am not dealing with them. I'm already, I'm the royal priestess over here, but I'm dealing, with, some devils. But I refuse. I refuse. You will not come in and, you know, I'm healed. I'm awakened. You know, I feel good. I feel vibrant. You know, of course, don't get me wrong. I don't care who you are. I don't care how healed that you say that you are. Everybody is going through healing on a daily basis. I don't care if I'm the, highest, you know, spiritualist out there. Well, guess what? You still have to go through your personal healing also. Because, with doing, being a spiritualist and, and helping people and, talking to people and communicating people, we get those attacks at us because, unfortunately, we have the evil side out there and these evil people, and these karmics, thankfully they're getting dealt with. Okay. Everything that they got going on is being dealt with. That is what the bottom line is. One chickie poo I had, um, got a call. She out there on at a hotel. Stuff all out in the parking lot. He done kicked her out. Okay, she don't got nowhere to go, and the place she need to go is was like an hour away. And so, oh, we got a kid together. He kicked her out. Okay, at the hotel, all her stuff out. So these are the karmics out here. And she on the phone calling him, and he done left and went somewhere else. Okay. And he trying to, get her up out of there by any means necessary. So, stuff like this is happening currently now. This happened, with me traveling. These are the experiences, the work that I was doing, being a traveling spiritual healer. I encountered these situations. Okay. I encountered another young lady. This young lady is, she's very, very, I guess she would be famous. I guess she would be famous. Yeah, she's famous. Because she asked me, she said, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "No, I do not, sweetheart." Okay, what do you need? She said, "Well, I'm famous." I said, "Okay, good, good, good." I'm not a starstruck type of, woman. I've never have been. That is just your spiritual gifts that you have been blessed with. That you're utilizing. You know that what God wants you to utilize. Or hopefully, God wants you to utilize those gifts. I don't know what kind, gifts, but anyway, so she's like, "Oh, I'm famous," and I'm like, "Okay." And but then, we get to talk, and I dig deeper. When you're, a spiritual healer, you have to know, there's a certain way you can ask questions to dig deeper to get into the soul of the problem. And then, I was doing body scanning. I was, I have my psychic, headlights on as well, mediumship, I do clairvoyance, all of that. So anyway, so I'm interacting with her and all of this, and she's like, "Oh my God," we're talking. She's like, "You're so right. Oh my God, let me tell you what happened." And she begins telling me about her boyfriend and drugs, and he done left with another girl. And he's a bum, and she don't want him, but she loves him. I'm like, "Oh, so," and then she starts crying. So you guys, I really was, dealing with situations like that, and I'm consoling her, and I'm talking to her. She's like, "Thank you so much. I really need that. Can I keep in contact with you?" So I was really trying to help these karmics. Because I don't know, it looks like, I don't know if she was a karmic. She was talking about she was taking care of him and all of this. I'm like, well, I don't know about what's going on with that situation. I says, but even still, I can, assist her in helping her heal through this relationship breakup that she was devastated about, and then some other things personal that she spoke about, her parents and the way she grew up, and some other stuff. So, I kind of dug deep with her. And you guys, I was doing this voluntarily as well. I was doing all this voluntarily, okay? Because God told me to. I was like, oh, I am Jesus's little helper, because Jesus walked the earth too, okay, to heal people. So it was actually quite an honor to go out here and speak with these people. But I wanted to really piggyback on some of what these readers have been talking about, and these other spiritual leaders, about how these karmics are, they're flipping out right now. Okay, their income has stopped. A lot of them got kicked out. Okay, jobs lost. Okay, all of it. Okay, they freaking out right now. I actually think I saw a homeless one last night. That's not funny. But these people, they, even though they have done wrong, okay, what's the saying? Two rights don't make a wrong. We have to pray for these karmics to get healed so they can move on to their divine path and heal properly. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about healing and awakening and moving on to your life purpose journey. Now, a lot of people, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They want to still be out here lying, cheating, stealing. Okay, what can they get from you? How much can they get from you? How long is it going to take? Can they get it now? Can they get it later? Those kind of people, I'm just going to be honest, and, because this is what I had to deal with, but, if you want to really spiritually heal, you have to go, you have to love on yourself, and you have to go into hermit mode. You have to cut off everybody that is no longer serving you. You have to cut off everybody in your life that is bringing you toxicity. Okay? Because it's throwing you off balance. Okay? It's blocking your crown chakra. It's blocking your heart. It's blocking everything from good to come into your life. So this is why you have to cut off. You have to have the strength and the courage to cut the people off that's in your life that no longer is serving you any purpose in anything, that are sneaky, conniving, and backstabbing and causing you pain after pain after pain, tower after tower after tower after tower. You yourself should be tired, okay? I know I was to the point, I'm tired. I'm not playing games with these people anymore, anybody. Okay, and you guys have to have, the same mindset. Okay, love yourself. You come first. Nobody else comes first but you. What do you want out of life? What do you want your life to look like? Okay, what kind of love, with all this karmic situation, do you want? Somebody that you could love, be with, hold hands with, you're on the same page, but also as well, respect each other, to, understand that, look, I have a life purpose. He has a life purpose. She has a life purpose. So we have to, understand that, we both have life purposes, but we're coming together in unison with true love to build a beautiful, happy, prosperous life to carry on from generation to generation, and to help heal Mother Earth, and to help heal other your fellow humanity out there, and the animals. Okay. So bringing love, okay, love and joy into people's life, compassion, healing, happiness, okay. I can't, emphasize the word happiness, because you want to be happy. Your soul wants to be happy, okay, and you want to be with somebody that you can be happy with. Why are you going to be with somebody that you know good and well that is toxic, okay? And if let your midsection, if you let your midsections control your life, you will not have a life. I'm going to say that again. If you allow your private parts, your midsection area to control your life, you will not have a life. Understand that statement. Okay? And these people out here, and that was one of the things, I was talking to these karmic individuals about. Well, the man wasn't really karmic, but I was talking to him. I said, hey, you got to cut those soul ties. Okay, you got to cut all those soul ties. And I also was speaking to some younger gentlemen, and I was talking to them about sexual soul ties. And it was so funny. They were younger, and they were just purely floored when I was telling them about sexual soul ties and sexual demons and sexual diseases. These young little boys, they was like, oh my God, I'm not doing nothing. It was like, matter of fact, I think I just want to go home. Okay. So, you have to enlighten people that, things like that, hey, they exist. Okay. But it boils down to, your happiness and loving yourself. And, do you want to put yourself in that predicament? Okay. With, is that person, do you love that person, or is that person enough for you to put your, happiness, your beautiful temple, okay, and everything else you have in, at risk for that individual, and especially, as far as, the sexual, you have to release that. Okay. That's why, a lot of the divine feminines out here. Okay, and my divine feminine Pisces, I love y'all, and all the collective, I love y'all. Cross watchers, I love y'all too. Um, a lot of the divine feminine that are awakening and on top of their game, okay, and probably masculines too. That's on top of their game. Let me tell you, they are what? Celibate, okay, and that's why they're on top of their game. Okay, they're protecting their energy, out here, living the best life. Okay, so of course, when you're out here living the best life, the devil don't like that. So, what does the devil do? The devil comes in and he wants to knock it down. But you can never knock down a chosen one. That's what people don't understand. Even if you are in a relationship, and if you are, attacking a chosen one because your ex, or he or she wants a chosen one instead of the karmic, no matter what the karmic does, everything she throws at the chosen one will backfire onto her. And that is what has been happening. All of this stuff that has been going on is backfiring back to the karmic. Anybody being evil, anybody being deceitful, anybody lying, anybody out here backstabbing people, it is being returned directly back to the sender. Okay? Okay. Y'all gotta turn on my, I guess still can't see me. Back to the sender. Okay? So that's what's going on, y'all. That is what's going on. Everything is backfiring. Now, I'm gonna throw something in here, you guys. And I don't know who's gonna watch this. I don't know who's gonna watch, but I'm gonna throw this in here, But the bottom line with the karmics, I can tell y'all, they're being dealt with. Okay, and chosen ones, you're protected. Don't worry about it. They can get mad. They can throw tantrum tantrums. They can throw all the dark magic, black magic, voodoo, whatever they want to use. All this evil and hexes and spells and curses and all this other nonsense. Okay, these people is like really, y'all. I have to say, okay, these people doing all of that, okay, they are mentally unstable. I mean, who gonna be up here, cooking up stuff against a person? Okay, is it that serious? Okay, I mean, no matter who you are, you have some type of quality within yourself that's lovable. You just have to, quit with the nonsense and find it. Do some healing. Okay, that's why God made humanity. That's what it is. Humanity means humanity. That means everybody was uniquely made different for a reason. Everybody has a different purpose. Everybody's supposed to look different. Okay? Some people are only supposed to be, what is that, in your lifetime, your life for just, a moment. Okay? Not for a long season. And sometimes they're supposed to be in your life for no damn reason. Okay? You just got to decipher the three, brother. You got to decipher. What is this person in my life for? Are they adding value to my life? That's what you need to figure out. Is people around you adding value to your life? If those people are not adding value to your life, those people do not need to be in your life, okay? Why you are having, you got to look for the red flags. Look for the red flags. Why my money slowing down? Okay? Why I keep dropping stuff when I talk to this person? Okay? Why this keep happening when I'm around this individual? Okay? How come that happened? When you start seeing these red flags, something is off. Them is your signs. Okay, sometimes things can come to you, on a billboard, from another person. You have to look for the signs. Okay, and let me tell you something. You ain't never stuck. Now it may. I'm gonna talk about the stuckness. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this because this is very important as well. Okay, I'm gonna do a 40 minutes or so, and then we'll go. This is important as well. You have to, and I understand if you're a male or you're a female, divine feminine and divine masculine, whoever you may be, collective. Okay. If you are in a relationship or whatever, you want to get out, you have to, you have to worry about apartment leases. You have to worry about if, you got a mortgage with somebody, you got the car in each other's name, the car insurance in each other's name. Then you got to get the money to move out and get out. So, there is a process to the elimination. Okay. A process to the elimination to get free to your happiness. Okay, I want to let y'all know I understand. Okay, because I was in that situation. Okay, I was able, even though I had told my ex way ahead of time that I was out of there. But I was respectful, and I let him say, hey, get what you want, and whatever you leave, I'll take the rest. But I'm out of here. But I had already pre-prepared. See, you have to pre-prepare. I had to, save and do other stuff. So anyway, with that said, I am going to pull 3 cards. We have distractions, responsibility, and angel of wealth. Distraction, control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. Responsibility, take responsibility for your own happiness. What would I just say? Angel of wealth, financial flow comes easily to you. Okay, you are protected. Those are y'all's messages for today. Thank y'all for joining Royal High Priestess Pisces in the house. I am thankful for all of you and grateful for all of you. And I will see y'all in the next one. Yeah, I'm on the dark out, y'all. I think I might be doing the dark out for a minute. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, the dark out because it's some vultures out here. Okay. All right, everybody, stay beautiful, blessed, prayed up, protected, and continue to do your spiritual healing. And I will see y'all on the next one.